Tell us how critical it is for Nigeria to be part of this digital economy and what needs to be done for us to key into it to benefit socioeconomic activities, for example, job creation, which is very critical for a population that is surging today.
Thank you. I think the number one thing that is really very important is for government to express some interest in this and to also show strong commitment. So a lot of countries have started moving already. For instance, a starting point on the digital economy is what we call the digital economy assessment, where we look at the various building blocks, the 5 building blocks, and we really assess where a country stands and what are the issues that needs to be addressed to get the country to move to the next stage. So I think there is need for the Nigerian government to really express an interest in that and also get committed into it. Then next will be the government to really put in place appropriate policies to facilitate this. And from the World Bank perspective, we are really interested in working with in all the countries in Africa to make this happen. And you know, if you engage in a country like Nigeria, that can have a lot of impact on the whole of Africa. Okay, I mean, as you know now, Nigeria is seen as the poverty capital of the world. Okay, the largest number of poor people they are in Nigeria. So we actually see opportunities from the digital economy to transform lives and take people out of poverty in Nigeria. And so the World Bank is really ready to support Nigeria.
Finally, you have a budding ecosystem of fintech. For example, you have Fintech Association of Nigeria that now has over 60 members that are doing a lot of activities. I know that majorly is more payments, but they are now going into other areas. So what we be saying for collaboration, deepening the ecosystem that can really drive the digital economy, what will World Bank be saying to those players in the ecosystem?
Okay, so one thing is that is also very important is that if you look at the way the global financial system is structured at the moment, a lot of the countries are really part of the global financial architecture, and Nigeria is one of them. So the ecosystem of fintech companies that you are referring to in Nigeria, they need to really look also beyond Nigeria, because the Nigeria financial system is interconnected with the other systems as well, and see actually how they export some of those things that they have developed or extend their services beyond Nigeria to other African countries. Some of this might also require that they come together. For instance, I don't know how many companies that they formed on fintech, okay, but when some of these companies, when they come together, they will be able to do bigger and better things because they are pulling resources together. The resources, not just money, but also expertise. You look at a number of these companies that are making waves. You see Microsoft buying LinkedIn. You see all these companies acquiring each other. What this will lead to is that resources are pulled together. The company has more firepower to engage and so on and so forth. So one of the things that these fintech companies in Nigeria should do is try to see how they can be complementary to each other, how they can consolidate and be able to have bigger impact even outside Nigeria and get into services in West Africa, in other African countries, and even beyond Africa.